Now, I know it's been a lot of YouTubers that have been saying, they've been taking profits along the way, which is perfectly fine, right? Everybody's situation is different. Me personally, I've stated to the Patreon, and the Patreon knows this, when I plan on taking the next phase of my profits, right? And it just isn't here. I truly believe that this is what's needed in order to have proper growth in the market. You don't want something to go straight up without building structure like we've seen from some of these altcoins, because they can really, really, really fall when they do have corrections. So I think building structure along the way, whether it be these altcoins, whether it be the total three, the total cryptocurrency market cap, whether it be Bitcoin, I personally believe it is healthy, right? So with that being said, I know you guys need hopium, right? If you're new into crypto, you can go through each sector and see that this is a opportunity if you just started to kind of like put your bags together. It's a crazy thing to see Quan X pumping, and it's pumping because of the whole quantum computing scare out here that I don't know if you guys see it, but there's this technology now that can you know, jailbreak, pretty hard coded things, right? So you know, it's not surprising that Quan X here is pumping on a day, but that's neither here nor there, right? I'm just going through different, sectors here, narratives. So you can see, guys, that there is a lot of opportunity, but you want to per se pay attention to the coins that's the strongest, that's, holding up against Bitcoin. So TARS, Neuro, two projects that we personally hold. Virtuals is also holding up. Well, we already know that's going to be huge this cycle. So, even if you go to gaming, you could pretty much see a lot of gaming tokens here also correcting, but then you got the ones that's holding up, and you want to pay attention to some of the projects that are showing the most strength, right? You got a few meme coins that are popping off, but for the most part, things are correcting throughout the space, right? And we're going to be talking about why they're correcting, right? So this right here is from Parabolic Pump. Yesterday was insane. We had the biggest long liquidation of this bull run, so a lot of longs did get liquidated at 100K. 1.7 billion in liquidations, over 500,000 traders liquidated. Retail panic sold the bottom. Smart money panic bought the bottom. So retail here, really selling because they're new, right? They're per se new and scared, right? As soon as you get into an area of euphoric, a lot of people think like, oh, well, the price is supposed to continue to go up. Millie is supposed to go up forever, guys. And if we just kind of like go through the charts here, if we go through the total three, you can see we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks of just up only, right? So I'm not surprised that we got rejected here at price discovery. It is going to be important to see how this weekly candle closes, because if we can get some type of a momentum towards the end of the week, we could still have an opportunity to close above price discovery, which is going to be extremely bullish, right? But we have to see how this week is going to close out. Regardless, if you go through Bitcoin, you go through your altcoins, most of them are still holding the trend. So don't get wrapped up into panic selling if you truly believe that this is just the beginning of the parabolic phase of this cycle, right? And I made a video a few days ago explaining to you guys that the altcoin season doesn't truly start until Bitcoin breaks the pi cycle indicator. And there were people in the comments saying altcoin season already started, Millie. And I was telling you guys, only 2 out of the 3 milestones were hit for altcoin season. So me personally, I am not surprised. I have stable coins on the side. I DCA'd into one project, which was an RWA project. I told you guys that yesterday, that I was looking to wait for the Ethereum fees to kind of like go down. But I DCA'd into one project. I'm not looking to put a lot of money into the market right now, as I've been buying crypto for the last 2 or 3 years. But I'm making this video for people that have been on the sidelines, here's an opportunity. Or the people that bought in and now you're down 20 to 30%. This is not something that I would overstress. Of course, you got to do what's best for you. If you see the market creating stress for you, maybe you need to take something out the market. Maybe you need to make an adjustment, but you have to truly, you know what I mean, make that decision. When in doubt, zoom out. On the month, these are some of the numbers that we have on the month here. H-bar still up 384%. Virtuals, algo, right? And if we go here to the year, you can see that there have been some massive moves here from cryptocurrencies on the year. So guys, again, I don't want you guys to feel like, oh, it's over with. Of course, you have to position yourself to where you feel most comfortable. If this is becoming overbearing, maybe you need to take a little bit off the table. If you feel like you're underexposed and you got in a little bit late, here's an opportunity for you to pick your spots and kind of like DCA. Now, what's happening in the market is we're getting a lot of liquidations, right? You can see here on the heat map, this yellow area is most likely where the price will pull to pretty much liquidate shorts or long. So it's a good chance that we do hit 98,000 to 100,000 in the next few days, just to come and maybe liquidate those shorts, and then maybe push back down to liquidate those longs that are sitting here at about 98,000. So there's a lot of heat and liquidity right between 98,000 and 100,000. And again, I made the video for you guys yesterday, right? Let me show you guys actually what I'm talking about. Let's go here. I made a video for you guys yesterday explaining, right? Explaining some of the things that a lot of the projects that we were seeing here were overextended, meaning oversold. So if we swing back here to this heat map chart, guys, just look at this. Look at this. On the 4 hours, so many things right now are oversold, right? Just yesterday, everything was up here overbought in. I said oversold a little bit earlier in this video, but I meant overbought. So yesterday, all of the top 100, 200 projects were sitting here in the overbought level. On the 4 hour, now they're in the oversold. So if you look at the longer time frame, again, things are still hot in the market. I wouldn't be surprised if we continue the correction. If we go here to the weekly, you can see there are a lot of projects that are still hot, guys. So wait for this stuff to cool off. You'll be able to find your positions once a lot of this stuff cool off. For example, I wouldn't buy H-bar right now, right? If I wanted to buy H-bar or DCA, I would wait till it comes down just a little bit, gets out of those overbought levels. And that's not saying H-bar is not a good project. It's just severely oversold. So if you enter now, it's a good chance that it could come back down lower and you could come back down maybe 10 to 15%. The key is to buy your cryptocurrency projects, whether it's on the 4 hour, the 24 hour, the weekly, anywhere between neutral, weak, and oversold. This is where you want to be. You want to be in this area here, buying your cryptocurrency projects, and not here when everything's hot. And we talked about how important it is to understand when there's a lot of greed in the market. Guys, there were a lot of greed in the market. The greed was at the 90s. So this is normal, in my opinion. This is normal. Just let the fear and greed index wash out some people, shake the tree. The people that ain't going to make it, only 1% really make it in crypto anyway. So there's going to be a lot of people that bought, that's down 20, 30%, that's going to sell thinking it's over. And then crypto is going to pump again and they're going to buy in and just rinse and repeat the same mistakes. Don't be that person to make those mistakes. I'm just telling you from experience, guys. Bitwise Invest predicts that Bitcoin will hit 200K, ETH 7K, and SOL 750 in 2025. These are huge entities, VC companies that's coming out with these predictions. Michael Saylor just bought more Bitcoin. In fact, he's meeting here with Google today, I believe Microsoft Google, to develop a strategic buying plan. We've seen Amazon interested in crypto, right? So Michael Saylor is meeting with Microsoft to decide whether or not to add Bitcoin to their balance sheet. So hopefully you got a good pitch deck, but come on, it's a no-brainer, right? So we got Microsoft interested in Bitcoin. We got Amazon interested in Bitcoin. We got Genius Group here announced that they have increased their Bitcoin purchases for Bitcoin Treasury by an additional 2.2 million to 191 Bitcoin for 18 million. So everybody, all these entities that sit at some of these councils, hint, 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 are also loading up on Bitcoin on the dip, right? We know BlackRock has been buying Ethereum, has been buying Bitcoin. So if you know that this is happening every time we have these days, these corrections, right? What are you supposed to do? What were we always taught in the market? Follow the smart money. Follow the smart money. So again, in the top 100, there's a massive corrections. There's a lot of low cap gems that have massive potential that's putting in 20-30% losses right now. And this is an opportunity while the interest is waning on altcoins, if you are late, to kind of like get in your bag, right? So that's pretty much what I have for you guys. I know a lot of people have been asking me about Jasmy. I seen one guy said Jasmy. I don't even want to say where he said it's coming down from, right? But there's some patterns like this on the daily, right? That a lot of people are concerned that they could end up head and shoulders patterns. But what I would say this, just the trend is your friend until the end. Until we see a significant trend break, I am going to continue to be bullish. When the trend breaks, whether it's Jasmy, HBAR, whatever these cryptocurrencies that we hold, or even a total 3, that's when I will start to de-risk out of the market. But as of right now, I believe that the trend is still intact until we break a few key areas of support and moving averages. I will continue to have that bullish thesis. Guys, let me know what you think about the market. Are you bearish? Are you bullish? Are you buying? Are you selling? Are you on the sidelines? Are you waiting? How do you feel about the current market right now? Do you have fear? Do you have FOMO? Do you have greed? I would love to know everybody's opinion. It's your boy Crypto Millie. I'll see you in the next one.